in purpose. And this is what truly matters, healing. Letting go more of the undoing the ego and coming back into our self-power in God as God. Right? So we have two things I want to share with you this morning. So it's a very clear. I want everybody to walk out of here with self-confidence that's off the chain. Why? Because you're worthy of it. I love it. He's like, yes, give me some of that. Self-confidence with a capital S. I want you to walk out of here doing la rumba, if you have to, in your power. So we need to get clarity first. Because the mind is what? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and not the cereal, right? So I invite you now to let's understand what confidence I'm talking about. So we have two different thought systems in our mind, and we both have heard this, especially in the Course in Miracles, if you're a student. And if you're not, you've heard me say it over and over again on Sunday when I'm here, so I hope that you've got it, right? Two thought systems, what are there? Fear and love, Holy Spirit or ego, right? So we have self-confidence in either voice, right? So you could have confidence in what? In your ego, your little self, or you can have confidence in what? Your true self. So by coming into this world of duality, we already have amazing confidence in what? Our ego. We're so good at that, aren't we? Confidence in our ego, dressing right, looking good. Everything is external, form things, let's create form, right? We're very good at that. And that's good, because we need that. This world of duality, we need to kind of function in form, right? And we like nice things. You like the Tesla, right? I like the Tesla. You know, I like to have nice clothes, right? But although I want you to be present to that is very temporary. And we're in it to win it, ladies and gentlemen. We want to be happy all the time, Monday through Sunday, because you are worthy of it. Right? To live happy 7 days a week. And we get that through having more unstoppable self-confidence. And the self, our true self. So let's distinguish both of them. When we have confidence in our ego, we have confidence in form, we have confidence in external stuff. We trust the outside world. When we have confidence in our true self, in the Holy Spirit, we have confidence in our inner guidance. We have confidence in Holy Spirit. We have confidence in God. And that's when true change starts to happen. When we place all of our confidence in God and take our confidence away from the fear. Now, did you feel the energy of Donna because she got out of her own way and she showed up in her confidence in spirit? Did you see how she was singing and she was going inward? She wasn't like, oh, you know, she was in just beautiful voice, not trying to make anything happen, just allowing spirit to do it in through her. Right? Instead of her doing it, the spirit was doing it through her, through Tommy. Right? So they got out of their own way and we got to experience the beautiful music. Now, today, if I had confidence in my ego this morning, okay, because I am a spiritual teacher, but I do have confidence in my ego still. If not, I wouldn't be standing here. Hello. We're still learning, and I'm still undoing and learning. So if I had confidence in my ego this morning, Christian wouldn't be here with a baby. Okay, I would be here alone, and I would have shown up because my confidence was in my ego, and I thought that maybe if Christian and baby came, it would be distracting, or you know, he's too little, and I'm in confidence in my fear, right? He's too little to take out, to be around people, etc. So I put my confidence in my ego. I wouldn't be experiencing this service with my beautiful husband and my baby in the back. Wow. But I didn't have confidence in my ego. I have confidence in my true self, and we get to experience little Ari and my beautiful husband in the back. And I get to experience Cassidy too. Because Cassidy put her confidence in Holy Spirit this morning. She could have put her confidence in ego and been fearful. She has the twins. She doesn't have help. The nanny's not going to come. Whatever it is, let me stay home because maybe the nanny's not going to do such a good job and I could do a better job. This is what us mama bears do. We're like protecting our children. I know, I've been there, I've done that, right? Our husbands can't do it right. Our nannies can't do it right. I got to be there. If she was run by the confidence of her ego, she wouldn't be sitting here right now with her beautiful eyelashes. She looks gorgeous, right? And she shows up. She's in confidence with her true self. The Holy Spirit works in and through her, and she comes through Spirit. And guess what? I get to experience her. And she does that for me. And I'm here for her because we're all in this together. I sat here and I saw the different personalities come in. You guys are so beautiful. You guys are part of my dream. You guys are a reflection of the love that I am. So how can I be nervous? How can I not get it right? How can I not be confident in my true self when you guys are here to love me? And I'm here to love you. So I come and I'm like, oh my gosh, she looks just like my mother. My mother's being represented here. Even though she can't be here, she's in Miami. She's wearing red, just like me. She looks just like my mother. Right? And then we have all these beautiful symbols that come to show up when you're confident in your true self, that show up for the higher good to help you so that you can remember God and come back to the mind of God, which you've never left. That is what your brother and sister next to you is sitting there for, even if they don't act the way you want them to. Even if they haven't played the role that you've assigned to them the way you wanted to, they're still there to show up so they can kick you in the butt, catapult you into the love of God. Yes? It's hard to see it that way when you get triggered, right? And when you think something's being done to you. But right away, you ask Holy Spirit, listen, I'm starting to believe in my ego right now. I'm starting to have self-confidence in my ego right now. I'm starting to make this very, very, very real and matter big time. The Holy Spirit doesn't make anything real and doesn't make anything matter. I'm not saying that you forget, it's like whatever. No, it's like you don't give it importance. It's like, okay, wow, all right. It's meaningless. You give it the meaning that you want to. So as a new mother, this has come up for me left and right. And I'm so grateful that I get to talk about confidence because I've had to live it fully without compromise or I would be insane right now. And what I mean by that is that I would not be happy. Because if I was constantly listening to the confidence of my ego, and Christian's not going to do this right, or I can't come to the service with the baby, right? Or I can't have confidence in my ego and, believe in my littleness, then I don't enjoy the moment. I'm there thinking about what's going to go wrong. But if I'm there in the room and I'm confident in my Holy Spirit, I know that Christian's doing the best and perfect job in the other room, putting the baby to sleep. And he's doing the best he can. And I don't need to worry. I need to trust more. Us women, we got to let men do their thing. Wow. We got to trust more. We got to let go. Now, it's not like you're not going to go take a little peekaboo because, we want to just make sure. That's okay. But just be present to that.
Trust is good. Control is better. The joke is
That's, you see, very ego statement there. Thank you for being an example. You see? That is a perfect example of when you don't trust when you trust in ego, you are wanting to control. You want to control. You want to make it happen. You want to make sure that he's getting swallowed the way he's supposed to and make sure he doesn't have the pacifier the way he thinks he needs to have it, etc. Right? So it's beautiful because with self-confidence, with your true self, you are confident. You are confident and you don't need to control because you know that everything's unfolding perfectly. And that's so hard to do because how can everything be unfolding perfectly? How can that be? I need to put my hands in it. So I think that one of the biggest lessons, and this is why this is a huge talk this morning, is because we have to undo the ego and get into a different conversation, which is start to have a self-confidence that is aligned to your true self, and you go within and you go within and you slow down. Thank you for the reminder. You slow, especially me that I talk fast because I'm Cuban. Slow down. Slow down, and you start to, instead of it being done, you doing it, you allow Spirit to do it through you. And then you don't need to control, you don't need to manipulate, you don't need to make happen, because Holy Spirit does it through you. And I'm not saying that you're not going to be tempted to do it the ego way. No, because you're very confident in your ego. We're very good at that. We're very good at showing up and being perfect and being very, very confident. Although, how long does that last? When you start to feel not confident. Because you're tired of that car. You've had that car. It was a very expensive car, but then you want another one. Right? It's like the ego constantly wants more and more and more recognition. When you get all those accolades, then up to where you're going to go, you're so confident, you get all these accolades, and then what? Then you want more and more and more and more. With your true self, you don't need any accolades. You don't need anything in form to validate how amazing you are in God. Nothing in form to validate how amazing you are in God. Nothing. Nobody needs to tell you you're good because you know you're good. Nobody needs to tell you got it together because you know you got it together. Why? Because you're confiding and trusting in your true self, the love that is within you, not your external self, not the outside. And it takes something. Why? Because we're taught that externalizing confidence. You have your confidence outside of you. When your confidence is within, with Holy Spirit, and then it does it through you, and then you start to open your heart. And you trust. Of course you trust. I trust that Cassidy's help, I trust in his help. I trust in your help that you're here. I trust in God's help. But it comes from a different place, you see. And it was very hard for me to speak about this today because I've been going through it. I'm in the thick of it. And I think that's beautiful to see because we're all in this together. And we need to step up more and more and more and start to have a different conversation. A different conversation in letting more and more of confiding and having trust in our egos and start to trust in our Holy Spirit and to trust in our true self. And the time has come. And it's beautiful to be able to be living it right now constantly. Who am I trusting right now? Am I trusting ego? Am I trusting Holy Spirit right now? And it makes a hell of a difference in the way my day goes, in my relationship with my husband, in my relationship with my child. Everything is so much more loving when I'm listening to Spirit, and when I have my confidence in Spirit. This is funny. All kinds of things happen while you have a child, a newborn in the house. All kinds of things. You got to kick your spiritual practice up. You got to really work it. You got to. You have no other choice. I say it's the biggest classroom ever, at least for me, because you have to work it, right? So it's so easy if I place my confidence in my ego, I'm gonna be having a really not fun time with Christian, because then his ego's gonna react, and my ego's gonna react, and then we're on fire. We've gone on the ego train. Choo choo, we're out of here. We've lost our minds, literally. Can you relate? But when you're in your true self, when I have my confidence in my true self, I breathe, slow down, and I get on my bed and I'm starting to bubble. I'm going to kill him. I'm on the bed and I'm like, ooh. And I'm like, breathe. Who said breathe? Breathe, right? Donna, breathe. I'm like, breathe. And I start to think, wow, I could totally attack my brother right now. Or I could love him. Or I could love him. And that is what we're here to do. To trust him. To love him. And know that he's going to do the best he can with the awareness he has at the moment. And I got to let go and I got to slow down. I got to slow down the chatter of the cuckoo mind because it'll have its way with me. And I got to trust my husband. I got to trust that he knows the highest and best. Because then I'm not believing in him. And it's not that you don't worry. It's not that you don't talk. It's not that you don't say something. Because you do. That is true self-confidence. Right? Is really being honest. If you're really confident, you are honest. You're honest about your messiness. You're honest about what hurts. You're honest about what's not working. That is true self-confidence. But the ego would say, no, pretend you're okay. Don't let him know how you feel. Pretend. Don't be your true self. That's what the ego would say. But when you're true self, you start to be completely authentic. And as I say, authenticity is sexy. It looks really good on you when you practice it. So I invite you to really see that with the confidence of ego, it's so form-related, it's so pretentious, it's so like, oh, you have to be so perfect. But there's something so beautiful about just being authentic, being free, being yourself, being messy. It's so beautiful because I've seen people around me like just embrace that. I today when I came up to Donna, I was like in my little girl power. I was like, my inner girl was fully self-expressed. I'm like, Donna, I want to do this song for the church today that I'm feeling. And you know, if she was in the confidence of fear, ego, she would have been like, no. But she embraced it, even though it was there. She's like, okay. She's like, well, how can I get the lyrics? And then she tells Bob, and they forwarded and they printed it. And then Tommy's like, okay, I'll try. Do you see, when you're confident in your true self, you get to experience things like that, spontaneity, things that are spontaneous, not planned. And we don't know how the heck it's going to go, but we're going to have so much fun. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to enjoy, to let go of self-concepts, to let go of having it all together, to let go of having to be perfect, to let go of having confidence. Oh, I'm so confident. No, I'm so confident. And this is what it looks like. Sometimes within the confidence you're sad. Sometimes within the confidence you don't have it all together. But it doesn't mean that I'm not happy. Because happiness is my inheritance. Happiness is my function. My happiness has never left me. My happiness is here. I remind myself all the time. Why can I be happy and cry at the same time? It's part of the happiness. It's part of that emotion. My happy umbrella is still here. Can you see it? I have a happy umbrella. Pretend you see it. There's one up here. And then within it, I am joy. I am happiness. And maybe for one hot second, I might forget. And I might get out of my umbrella. And I might forget, but my umbrella's still there. I'm still happiness in the crying. And I think that for so long we've suppressed our emotions, especially cultures. You know, Christian German, he suppresses his emotions a lot. And he holds a lot in. And us Cubans, we're the opposite. That's why we're in each other's lives, because we're like, whoa. They're a little different. You know,
yeah, we all that way.
Yes, we're just filled with life. So I think that we balance each other out, and it's beautiful. And I think that and that's what Christians learning from me. Christians learning more about letting go and being able to cry and trust. And I'm learning more structure, and I'm learning more scheduling, which you need with a newborn. You need some sort of structure and scheduling. Mamas know that. As much as I want to say, no, be free. You can, but you need structure. If not, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my shit. Does that make sense? So I invite you to start to, when you come out of here, to be in your confidence in your true self, in your higher self, and to ask Holy Spirit for help. Not your ego. Holy Spirit, listen, guide me what to say, what to do, how to be. Guide me right now so I don't choke this person in front of me. Right? When they don't act the same way, the way that you want to. Right? In relationships. Like, whoa. So I invite you to come out of here and to be with your self-confidence in your true self. And I know that it takes something. But I know that you're worthy of it. And that you can do it. So what we're going to do now is do that little spontaneousness that we're going to do, which is the song. Ready? Under the night.
Right,
Right, left, right, up and down.
Right, left, right.
Yeah! Woo! Good job, buddy, brother. And Christian and I have decided that Ari is a traveler. He's going to be a teacher of God with us. So, we bring him along and he dances with us and he joins us because we're a family and we're doing this together. Also, thank you, Donna. Thank you, Tommy, for doing that impromptu. To our amazing happy dancers. Did you see how much joy that is? Because we let ourselves go. We allow ourselves to be little children, to be filled with wonder. And that what is confidence in your true self is about. You walk in and you're filled with wonder. You bring that childlike back and you let go of making things matter. You let go of wanting to be right, of being a victim of the world that you see, and you step in and you know that you're not a victim of the world that you see. And you walk in confidence knowing that you have one voice, one power that you can choose now, which is the voice of Holy Spirit, that will free you, that will make you as happy as can be, and you will be dancing and dancing and dancing in heaven with God where you've never left. Amen to that. Thank you, everyone.